this thing can clean this, then it might actually replace how I clean my house. This is the Narwal Flow 2, and it's supposed to mop, vacuum, wash itself, recognize objects, and basically think through the cleaning process on its own. Just to put this out there, this video is sponsored by Narwal, but I'm testing this like I paid for it myself. And after using it around the house and setting it up for some pretty nasty cleanup tests, I can already say this thing is trying to solve the exact problems that usually make robot vacuums feel disappointing. So let's see how far it really goes. This is where most robot vacuums usually fall apart. They hit a wet mess, drag it around, and leave behind a streaky reminder that they were there. But the Narwal Flow 2 is built differently, and the biggest difference is happening underneath. It uses Narwal's Flow Wash mopping system with a rolling track mop that is constantly rinsing and cleaning itself in real time while it works. It is applying fresh water as it cleans and actively scrubbing the mess away. Narwal says it uses hot water at around 140 degrees, and that rolling mop is applying real downward pressure. So it is much closer to an actual mop pass than the usual light wipe you get from most other robots. I tested this with cereal and milk first, and I honestly thought it was gonna struggle, but it cleaned the whole mess within one round. Same thing with the ketchup. It looked like the kind of mess that would stain, smear, or need extra cleanup after the robot passed over it, but it actually cleared it way better than expected in one go. That first run already told me that this thing is not playing the same game as a lot of other robot mops. So the real test was wiping the area down with a white tissue after the robot finished. There was no obvious streaking, no sticky leftover film, and no visible dirt coming off onto the tissue. That is the kind of result that makes the clean feel real, because it is not just visually cleaning, it actually feels finished. That real-time self-cleaning system is a huge part of why the results look different. What is also smart is that it adjusts how it cleans depending on the type of mess. So wet messes and dry debris are not being treated the exact same way. And that makes the whole process feel much more hands-off. It is not forcing me to babysit settings every time the floor changes. Then I stepped it up a bit. I sprayed Cool Whip right along the edge of the baseboard. I made that test extra difficult on purpose. I actually dried the Cool Whip onto the edge using a hairdryer. Cool Whip definitely took a few passes along the edge. It needed about 2 to 3 passes before it was fully gone. And while it did not clear that in one pass, the fact that it kept coming back, rewashing, remopping, and eventually getting it clean is still a strong result, especially because edge cleaning is one of those areas where a lot of robots still struggle. To test both suction, edge reach, and also spread quinoa around the table leg, in the middle of the floor, and into the corner, and some of the more tucked away debris took a few passes to fully cleaned up, but Narwal did not disappoint. Cleaning performance is one thing, but a smart robot also has to know what not to hit. This is where the Narmind autonomous system starts to matter, because it is not just detecting that something is there, it is actually trying to recognize what the object is and respond accordingly. With stable objects like table legs, it cleaned very close. With things like cable, wallet, and dog toys, it kept a safer distance while still cleaning around them cleanly. Narwal also talks about AI floor tagging and object recognition for things like valuables. While it did not tag my Gucci wallet, it definitely treated it like it was a valuable with the way it moved around it so carefully. It also did not tag the hairdryer, but did recognize the cord that was attached to it, along with all the cords from the electronics around the room. And it also tags a dog toy as a fabric, which I understand because it kind of looks like a dirty pair of socks just laying around. So the robot is scanning the room as it cleans, which is really nice. One thing I also noticed during my test is that the robot cleaned the carpets areas with suction first before going into the wet cleaning part of the job. And I actually like that approach. It feels more thought out. And when you pair that with the strong suction, it feels like it is not just mopping well, it is managing the entire job more intelligently. And the design also looks surprisingly clean. The robot itself looks modern, the dock looks very well polished, the whole setup looked like it could fit in any home and it'll just look good. On top of that, you're also getting an all-in-one base station that handles a lot of the dirty work for you. That includes self-cleaning, hot air drying, and much more hands-off maintenance routine overall. The Narwal Flow 2 feels like it's one of the first robot vacuums that's doing it right. If you want to check out the Narwal Flow 2, I'll leave the link in the description below. Until then, keep it clean, folks.